Hi everyone! In this video, we'll walk through how to set up a named entity recognition tagging project for document annotation. Let's begin by clicking New Project. First, enter a project name followed by a process name, say Annotation. Next, choose the project type as Annotation, which includes document annotation workflows. Click Next. Any reference document can be uploaded here. Since we don't have any documents to upload at this stage, we'll skip this step. For annotation projects, we have the default media URL, whose type is set to image. Since we're working with documents, let us change the media type to document by selecting our option from the drop-down list. Our field type is now set to document. Now it's time to define the classes in our Output field section. Click Edit to create a new class. Let's create a class called Symptom by entering the name in Class field. We'll also add an attribute for Type of Symptom. Set the attribute type to drop-down and add options such as mild, medium, severe, etc. Once done, click Add, then save and add another if you'd like to create more classes. Repeat the same process for any additional entities you want to annotate. Once your classes are configured, save and close the panel. Next, we'll configure the execution workflow. Under Execution Method, select the Maker-Checker workflow. Now add an execution level called QC for quality review. Click Next. We'll skip Logic section as well by clicking Next. Now, add the users who will be working on the project. Select users for both levels from the drop-down and click Add. Our users are added. Let's review a few advanced annotation settings specific to NER projects. You'll notice that NER annotation is enabled by default. Autocomplete selection is also enabled. Multi-tagging is turned on as well, which lets you assign multiple labels where required. If your use case requires relationships between entities, you can also define relations here. For this medical document example, let's create a relation and save the configuration. Now, let's move on to datasets to create a batch. Click Add Batch, give a name in the dedicated field section, say Medical 1, and click Submit. You can import your data from a CSV file or directly from a supported cloud storage source. Let's do it locally with a CSV file. Select the file, upload, and then import. Our tasks are imported. Now let's look at the labeling UI. Go to My Tasks, search for the project, and click on Get Task for the project. Wait for the UI to load. Our task is loaded now. On the left, you'll see the uploaded document to annotate. On the right are all the annotation classes we configured earlier, along with the relations we've defined. We do not need groups for this use case. We have the Undo, Redo, Multiple Occurrence to auto-tag multiple occurrences of a word, Upload JSON option, Download JSON, Keyboard Shortcuts has a list of shortcuts for easy navigation, and Full Screen Mode for better visibility of the UI. You can undo the full screen mode as well. Let's see how to tag entities and add relations between entities. To do that, go to Entities section. Select the Symptom class from the list. Then tag Chest Pain on the document to label it as a symptom. Let's create more annotations to look at relations. Next, annotate the patient's name. In this example, we'll label John Doe. Notice that John Doe appears twice in the document. Because multiple occurrence detection is enabled, both instances are automatically tagged. Now let's create a relationship between entities. Select the first entity, hold the Control key, select the second entity, and then click the Relation option. Choose the appropriate relationship from the list and save it. Relationship is created. To apply multiple labels to the same text, right-click on the annotated entity, select the entities you want to apply. This allows a single word or phrase to be tagged with multiple entity types when required. Now let's look at class attributes. Select a class that has attributes configured and annotate the relevant text in the document. Once the entity is tagged, its associated attributes will appear in the panel on the right. Select the appropriate attribute values and save your changes. After you've finished annotating all the required entities, click Submit to complete the task. Task is submitted and you will get the next task. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching.